This is a breaking news alert. Harney County authorities were shocked today when one of their own defected to join the armed protesters at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge in Burns, Oregon, now known as the Harney County Resource Center. Chris Breels, the Harney County Fire Marshal, resigned his office after he exposed FBI agents pretending to be militia.
Harney County Fire Chief Chris Breels stood next to the leader of the protest, Nevada rancher Ammon Bundy, this morning and announced he'd turned in his resignation to County Judge Steve Grassley. Breels claims Grassley confronted him about questioning why some undercover FBI agents were at the county armory. He says Grassley basically told him to back off.
In a statement to Nevada Assemblywoman Michelle Ford, Breels revealed that the sheriff's office and Judge Steve Grassley engaged in a whisper campaign, spreading lies and falsehoods to the community that the militia has been following and harassing people. It turns out it was allegedly the FBI who was doing the harassing. Local KATU News was on the scene.
I've been told by Steve to distance myself from this committee of safety. I've been told that we don't know what we're doing. I've been told that my life is in danger. I've been told all kinds of things. I will not be told what to do.
Chris Breels was the Burns fire chief from 1984 to 2006. When he retired in 2006, Harney County asked him to stay on as the county fire marshal. The resignation was triggered when Breels saw what he thought was militia poking around the county armory. He followed the suspects and pulled them over. It was then, according to Breels, he discovered the men who were posing as militia were actually the FBI.
The other day, a friend of mine poked me in the chest and said, "You need to find out what your cohorts are doing at the armory." Because there's people that had been at the armory twice. They'd been turned into the police. And I thought, my gosh. So I followed the people, and I stopped them. Or I followed them until they stopped, and I got out and I asked them who they were. They were dishonest with me. They would not tell me what they were doing. I asked them what they were doing in our armory, what they were doing. Well, we're just two guys going through town looking for a place to have a business. And I said, "Sir, typically you don't have a business in an armory." Then they said, "Well, we weren't even at the armory." And I said, "I followed you from the armory." Then they said, "Well, yeah, we were at the armory, but really we were looking at the deer. There's a big shooter 4-point in there." I'm not sure how often you shoot deer in an armory, but I asked them to please be truthful with me because I was trying to be truthful with them and that there's too much fear in our community. Push comes to shove, let's just kind of get down to the end of it. I pursued information. I took a picture of their vehicle. I was not allowed to see our county sheriff. I went up to ask to speak to him. I was told no, I couldn't. I was supposed to call 911. I said, "Okay, I will call the dispatch." And I called the dispatch because 911 is for emergencies. It's not for just chit-chat. Okay? I understand that. I don't want to refuse that. They ran the license plate. It came back to undercover FBI agents.
These are extremely damning allegations coming from a top official from within the inner circle of the Harney County authorities, and shows the lengths the FBI and local officials will go to deceive the public to protect their own interests. What will happen next is anyone's guess. As for right now, the Bundy militia just scored huge against the federal government and Harney County officials. Subscribe to the channel and we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. Please distribute this to your social networks, and as always we welcome your input in the comments below. This has been a Next News Network breaking news alert.